Characters are the lifeblood of your story. But how do we lift them up from stale stereotypes into charismatic personalities who readers are excited about spending time with? This video is part 1 in a sub-series, which explores practical methods for developing fictional characters. Hi, I'm Kat, creator of The Novel Factory. The Novel Factory is software designed especially for novel writers. It contains a detailed character section, where you can keep track of all the details of all of your novel's characters via an easy-to-use, intuitive interface. If you like this video, please make sure you subscribe. All of these videos have an accompanying article, which contains extra details and examples, and can be found on our website. We'll put a link in the description below. These character development resources assume you already have the core of your character. If you don't, you might want to check out step 3 of this roadmap, character introductions. Let's get started. In this video, we're going to look at character voice. This refers to each character's unique way of expressing themselves. It's easy for an author's own speech patterns and favoured vocabulary to leak into all their characters. It can take a great deal of effort to ensure each character has their own unique voice. So we've carefully selected a list of prompts to help you focus in on various aspects of speech and manner. As you'll see from the questions, voice does not only refer to how they speak. It can be broader than that and encompass their more general attitude and approach to interactions. Analysing major characters' speech and body language styles in this way can help inspire charismatic, memorable characters. It can also be a useful tool in ensuring each of your characters are distinct from each other. Let's take a look at each of the prompts. Favourite vocabulary. How large is this character's vocabulary? Are there any words they overuse? Do they generally use short words or long words? Do they use a lot of words relating to a particular sense, such as sight or sound, or relating to their job or hobby? Speech patterns, habits and quirks. Do they tend to talk in long sentences or short ones? Do they use a lot of questions or imperative statements? Do they always end a sentence with, "Don't you think?" or "In it?" Educational level. How does their educational level affect their speech? More education may mean a more advanced vocabulary, but it could also mean pomposity, or conversely, the desire to speak more slang to hide their class. Race, culture, and regional influences. Regional influences can affect a character's vocabulary, word order, slang, accent, attitude, and priorities. Slang. Do they use a particular kind of slang or jargon? Do they use it to build rapport or to make others feel excluded? Direct and to the point or oblique and rambling. Does this character get straight to the point in the most clear, concise way possible, or do they beat around the bush, either deliberately because they're anxious or introverted, or unknowingly because they're just not sure what they're talking about themselves? Assertive or passive. When dealing with conflict, is the character assertive or passive? Are they forceful, confrontational, or do they shy away? This will come through in their choice of what they say and also how they say it. Proactive, taking charge, or reactive and following. Does the character take charge of a situation and use their own agency, or do they wait for others to do something first? Perhaps they don't even follow but create friction and drag. Sense of humour. What sort of sense of humour does your character have? Do they tend towards bitter sarcasm or self-deprecating humour? Are they dry, deadpan? Or are they highbrow or witty? Or do they make jokes at others' expense? Metaphor preferences. What topics colour their metaphors? Do they use a lot of idioms about sport, sailing, or the body? What is their profession, background, or hobby? Can these be reflected in their metaphorical speech? And that's it for character voice prompts. You're probably itching to start answering these prompts for your major characters, in which case, get stuck in. Don't worry if there is overlap between the prompts, or if some answers come to you and others struggle. Let your imagination and your instincts guide you. The Novel Factory contains a dedicated area for entering your character's voice information, along with other supporting characterisation. And don't forget, there's a text article to go with this video, which contains even more detail. The next video in this series is Step 7 Part 2, Questionnaires.